Woods in Yorkshire to visit a young entrepreneur who's getting a reputation online for his bold and unusual taste.
We're off to see a guy called Matt Dixon. He's based up here near Leeds. And I found Matt via social media about a year ago. I love seeing young dealers come through. They revive the antiques trade, you know. Am I an old fart of the business now?
Well, you're definitely an old fart. I don't know how you stand in the business.
Matt Dixon was only 19 when he opened his shop, Tallboy Interiors. That was 3 years ago, but it had been his dream since the age of 9.
Started watching Bargain Up with my grandma. Well, every Tuesday evening we'd have a dinner there, and she would always say, she always make money from antiques. I thought I'd give it a go. The addiction is buying and owning that piece, but even if it's a short space of time, if it's just an hour, 2 days, whatever it may be, the fact I've owned it once is what drives me. I do get often asked my age and why I'm in the trade for such a young age, but I don't mind. I just like to be different.
Matt's keen to meet the Salvage Supremo, who's been in the business for almost 3 decades.
Any advice he can give or any little bits of just knowledge that he can bestow is important, because there is so much to learn.
Matt.
Drew.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Very well, nice to meet you.
I see where you get the tall boy from.
That's it. Yeah, we're obvious. See?
How you doing?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Well, I bought a few things off you fairly recently, so I thought we'd come and have a look.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you have.
Yeah, he buys very nice things, this young. How old are you?
22.
Bloody hell. I have got socks older than him, haven't I? Yeah. You have. That shirt's older than him. Yeah. Well, so this is your setup then?
This is it. This is us. This is what we do.
Is it?
Yeah,
It's great space.
It's good, isn't it? First impressions of Matt's place. It's really cool, actually. It's like a little sort of religious church to antiques sort of thing. Not seen anything like it. It's a good mixture of stuff, and he's a good guy. New blood into the trade.
It's worth our journey here to have you stood next to him.
Just a high difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was worth the journey.
Brilliant. You happy now?
Yeah.
Well, there's some nice little bits. I like the little Buddha head. I don't know if there's any age to it, but
I've
it's
no
cool,
idea,
isn't it?
But it is decorative. It's good. It's like a black... Someone said lava stone. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it's a lava
but
type stone,
It is
isn't
that
it?
sort of thing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Buddhism and religion pieces always seem so well. They're just decorative ornaments.
This lava stone Buddha head is from the 20th century and made in Indonesia. It follows the ancient Buddhist tradition of personifying the wisdom and serenity that comes with enlightenment. These icons are very popular and could sell for around £150.
How much is that one, by the way?
£80.
£80. Well, I'll have that.
All right, that's very good. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
So, first deal. That sounds good.
I said to Matt, how much is that? 80 quid sold. You know, I'll get 150 for it. So where are you buying from then? Anywhere and everywhere?
Anywhere and everywhere. Yeah, we're trying... I mean, it's mainly from dealers and trade and things like that. We try and get things as close to source as possible.
I do like the big banners.
Yeah,
I've had quite a few
special.
of those. I like those. The thing that really catches your eye in his showroom here are these large religious banners. Really good things. Yeah. Are they sold singly or as a pair?
Ideally a pair, but if they're right off the
Depends on price.
Well, yeah, as a pair, 2,500 is the pair.
They look nice there.
Yeah.
They'll be staying there a while.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. He might get lucky, but not from me. I'd be wanting to sell the pair at sort of 1,800, so you know where I'd have to be buying them.
Matt's prices are on the high side, which could scupper negotiations, but Drew is impressed by the way he operates.
For such a young guy, he's very self-assured in his dealing.
I do trade on it as 700. Okay. It's a Georgian style. It isn't Georgian, I mean, it's probably early 20th century.
He likes to buy things that, in his words, are a bit quirky. Well, he's doing his own thing, he's learning. You know, I don't think he's got any children, and he's not married, and he's not weighed down with debt, so he's able to make mistakes, and he's also able to take chances, and that's the fun part about the bit that he's doing now. And that's interesting as well.
What is the table?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen one similar.
Yeah.
But it's a good design. It's sturdy. It's just on wonky floor, so you know.
Yeah.
It's made of 3 pieces. Simply put, it's the 2 L-shaped feet, again all covered in these sort of fossils.
Yeah.
And then the single top.
The next thing I see is this fossil marble coffee table. And it's really quite nice. It sort of screams 1970s. I can see it in a room. I could see it in my own house, so somebody else will see it in theirs.
This stylish 70s table is made of fossil marble, which is mined around the Mediterranean and characterised by the skeletal remains of prehistoric marine life. It could be worth around £550.
It's a little bit of that south of France glitter, isn't it, to it, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's got a little bit of that. Did you buy it in France?
No, I didn't. I bought it in Preston.
In Preston?
It is from the Preston school, though, isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, how much is that then?
£450.
Salvage expert Drew Pritchard is in Leeds, meeting Matt Dixon, a young entrepreneur who's been dealing antiques since the age of 9.
And that's interesting as well.
What is the table?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen one similar.
Drew's interested in doing a deal on a 1970s Mediterranean marble table.
Go on, how much is that then?
£450.
Love it. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Spot, cheers. Really, I'm paying more than I should be for the table, but I'm here. I can make a turn on it. I can make a few quid, so we will buy it. It's sometimes you just have to, you know, you want steak, but you settle for a cheese sarnie, don't you? It's basically that with this. Have you got a warehouse nearby, I believe?
Yeah, container up 10 minutes away.
Can we go and have a look at that as well?
Of course we can.
Yeah. Okay. Very nice.
No, thank you.
Right, so this is a recent acquisition, is it?
This is. It's literally brand new.
I always want to have a look.
Dealers' lockups are always intriguing. Great stuff is often stored in them before it gets to the showroom.
Missing bits.
Yeah.
That's a nice one. Oh dear, cracked. Open it up, he's got 2 Faze lamps. One's missing some sections and one has got a crack to the lens.
The damage means it's a no sale, but there's more at the back of the container.
Can we pull a few bits out?
Of course you can.
We just pull that out so we can just see
All of it?
what you've got.
Wheelchair.
No. No. What are these?
They're by Sharon Elphick. They're a triptych of screen print. Pop art inspired, I think. Quite trendy, quite stylish pieces. She's quite a famous artist, I believe.
This triptych is an early work by the British artist Sharon Elphick. It was commissioned in 1997 as a prop for a television sitcom. Elphick went on to work in modernist collage, and her art has become collectible. This 3-panelled piece could be worth around £400.
Are they cheap?
How cheap do you think it's cheap? I think they're cheap at £200 for the 3 bits.
No, it's cheap.
It is cheap. The big size, decorative bits.
Yeah. She's like a sort of Pirelli girl type of thing, isn't it? 150 quid? Come on,
what they cost.
50 quid each.
180, meet in the middle, the typical dealer thing. Go on then. All right, it's our.
The artist's name rang a bell. So I thought, well, you know, if they're cheap, I'll have a go at them, and we ended up getting them for 180 quid. Well, you know, I'm fairly sure I can make sort of £75 on them, but you never know. Okay, right, we're done.
Sorted?
Yeah, let's get everything loaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a real oddball mixture of stuff today. I've got a sort of little carved volcanic stone Buddha head, a marble coffee table, and some artwork. Yeah, couldn't be more random, could it really? But the best thing about today really was coming and having a face-to-face with Matt, and yeah, I hope to be buying from him for a very long time.
It was very nice meeting Drew today. Quite charming, nice guy, easy to get on with.
Oh,
Sorted.
Yeah. Got a bit parky.
Matt, pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And you, chap.
Lovely to meet you. Cheers. See you again.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Look after yourself.
See ya.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
He's got a whole lifetime ahead of him dealing, and I'm quite jealous. Nice chap.
Yeah. Yeah, just starting out. Do you remember being like that?
Wasn't as clued up as him at 22. Seriously, I couldn't find my arse with both hands at that age.
You weren't that high up at 22 either, were you?
No, he's a big fella, isn't he?
Yeah.
At the warehouse, it's time for a quick unload.
We've been to see Matt at Tallboy Interiors. Bought this off him, marble coffee table.
That's a coffee table.
Well, no, it's a bit of a coffee table.
Right.
There's the rest of it. There's a few bits and bobs. So this here, that square lines
I
up with
love
this.
this.
Comes over a bit more.
Look at that.
There you go. Lovely thing.
The fossils inlaid in the top are fantastic. They're quite mesmerising because you're trying to work out what exactly they are.
Bought that off him. It's like a sort of volcanic stone of some sort. Buddha head. Don't know if there's any age to it whatsoever. 80 quid. Thought it was really attractive.
Well, it's a nice one.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
180 quid. If you've got, you know, a funky
That's
modern
really
flat,
cool.
that would look just wicked,
Yeah.
isn't it? He's a really nice lad. He's 22. He's got his website, his Instagram all running.
He's going places. Drew's come across a 22-year-old with a great eye. He's got a great new contact.
The next thing I see is this fossil marble coffee table. And it's really quite nice. It sort of screams 1970s. I can see it in a room. I could see it in my own house, so somebody else will see it in theirs.
This stylish 70s table is made of fossil marble, which is mined around the Mediterranean and characterised by the skeletal remains of prehistoric marine life. It could be worth around £550.
It's a little bit of that south of France glitter, isn't it, to it, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's got a little bit of that. Did you buy it in France?
No, I didn't. I bought it in Preston.
In Preston?
It is from the Preston school, though, isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, how much is that then?
£450.
Salvage expert Drew Pritchard is in Leeds, meeting Matt Dixon, a young entrepreneur who's been dealing antiques since the age of 9.
And that's interesting as well.
What is the table?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen one similar.
Drew's interested in doing a deal on a 1970s Mediterranean marble table.
Go on, how much is that then?
$450.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Spot, cheers. Really, I'm paying more than I should be for the table, but I'm here. I can make a turn on it. I can make